Hey everyone, hope that you're doing well today. Today we're gonna continue some Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, and just gonna chill. It's been a little bit since I've played Harry Potter. Taken some time, tried out some new games, but I'm ready for I'm ready for more. Let's get into it.
Morning, Ron. Do you know what class we've got first? I heard there's flying.
You heard right. I'll meet you downstairs in the entrance hall.
Okay.
I still can't get over how you and Weasley arrived in the flying car. Classic.
Very cool. That kind of feels similar to like the book in terms of just I guess like the overall celebration of like Harry's arrival in the car. That was kind of more of a thing in the novel of like Harry and Ron returning to kind of a room of applause in the Gryffindor common room. The only person that really wasn't happy was Percy, of course.
Do you collect famous witches and wizards cards?
Casually.
I'll give you card number 36, Jocelyn Wadcock. For number 84, Roland Kegg.
I don't have that card.
Fair enough. Oh, can I... It looks like eventually this bookcase can be either moved or crawled under. Oh, I can do it now. Okay.
That's locked.
Okay.
That door's locked.
Hmm. Whoa, okay. The camera is still a little hard to get used to.
The door's locked.
I always get stuck on like the corners of things and walls and stuff like that. Cool. Where is it taking me? Hmm. Interesting. Alright, so we're on the 4th floor. By history of magic. Can we go in there? Hey, wizard card. Oh yeah, I forget that like it doesn't tell me what it is. I have to like check. I think isn't that the one that the student was asking about? Roland Kegg? Interesting. I always loved how history of magic is described in the books. I was just being like the most boring class with the professor who's a ghost and I like how it's used overall in terms of, especially in the second book, how that is actually the class that they learn about the history of the Chamber of
Come on,
Secrets
Harry.
from.
Let's go outside.
I understand why, for the films, they made it McGonagall, because the audience knows McGonagall, so of course Maggie Smith can do a really good
Madam Hooch will be
delivery.
waiting for us.
But I would also like to see Professor Binns. Hopefully, I know that they're making a series on HBO. Hopefully that series is faithful and also just hopefully it's good.
Hello, Nick. What's the matter?
A matter of no importance. It's just that Sir Properly Decapitated Podmore won't let me join the headless hunt. Apparently, they only accept huntsmen whose heads have completely parted company with their bodies.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Not to worry, young Potter. As I said, it's a matter of no importance.
I love the headless hunt too. I'm looking at the chat here. See that Mary has commented this looks fun and that you hope so too, in terms of, I assume that you're referencing the show there. It's very good to be chatting with you today. I'm glad that you tuned in.
Hello, Harry. Let's go outside to the flying pitch. We don't want Madam Hooch to be angry with us on our first day.
If you've never played any of the Harry Potter games before, I do recommend them.
Come on, Harry. Let's go outside.
I'm playing through emulation on a computer, but there are ways to get it on the classic consoles, or there's ways. You can also play. There are computer versions of these games. But I grew up playing the Harry Potter games, and they have shaped me. I mean, just in terms of, I guess, as a gamer and as a fan of Harry Potter as well.
Next, Harry. I'll meet you outside the flying pitch.
I always wondered, I see that there's these students with these purple robes here, and I'm curious if this is supposed to be Hufflepuff or something, or Ravenclaw? It's hard to say for sure, but one of those two. Let's see, so this student has green robes, or I mean a green shirt with bluish, purplish robes. It's kind of vague, it's hard to say, like... Oh, wait. Okay, I think I can see. I'm looking really close at the screen right now, but I'm pretty sure that on these people here with, like, the more bluish robes, I think that I do see the raven symbol. And then... Let's see. Can we get a better look? I definitely see the raven symbol, and that is Hufflepuff. So interesting that they went with, like, a purple tone for that. Unless it's a glitch. It could be a glitch. You never know with video games. Hello.
Hello there, Harry. My mum sent me an owl with a parcel containing a new set of robes. Trouble is, the owl's dropped it somewhere in the grounds. Can you help me find it?
I was not paying attention to what you said. Yes.
Hello there, Harry. My mum sent me an owl with a parcel containing a new set of robes.
Yes.
Trouble is, the owl's dropped it somewhere in the grounds. Can you help me find it?
Okay. That's optional. If we find a parcel of robes, or whatever he said, then we will give it to him. Otherwise, I don't really care. I know that Ron had said it's Madam Hooch's lessons today. Where am I supposed to do that? In the flying pitch. I assume it's over here? Oh, I love old games. There is such a charm to having games look this way. Many people on the internet I know feel the same way, but I really feel like, as much as I love remasters and remakes, I more am concerned about just like preserving media. So it's like I want to see the Harry Potter games back. Oh, he's panting.
Can't get through there.
Can't get through there. What? That's alright. But I want to see the Harry Potter games back on the market. I want to see the old Marvel games back on the market. I mean, like, there's so many games that I can think of that are now literally lost pieces of art that you either have to acquire through the means of acquiring old systems and old physical copies that are bound to degrade over time, or you have to resort to emulation and usually other digital means, I shall say. But there's no good way right now to access these things. Like, I would pay full price to play this game on my PlayStation 5, even if it, like, behaved, you know, performed exactly like this. Or even worse, because I am emulating it and I am kind of boosting the resolution and stuff like that, so it's like, technically, even if they were to port this game... Oh, it's Hagrid! Even if they were to port this game...
Haven't you got a flying
exactly.
lesson first thing, Harry?
Yeah, I'm trying to find my way there. Do you know where it is?
I thought you had flying with Madam Hooch, Harry. Let's get to the flying pitch.
Do you know where that is, though? He's not gonna help me out. For example, the PlayStation 5 does have certain PlayStation 2 games that have been ported, that literally are not enhanced at all, like Bully and, I have, like, the other classic Grand Theft Auto games, that are not the enhanced editions, basically.
I'm looking forward to this class, aren't you? Let's go in.
Hey, it's Ron. But, basically, what I'm trying to say is we need to, as a society, in my opinion, call for the revival of lost media. I know that, like, they always blame, oh, you have to dig up old licenses and, you know, everyone has to, you know, work together with lawyers and figure it all out of who owns what and whatever. But it's like, literally, it would pay off to do that and just figure it out and then do what you need to do to make money off it again, versus just letting it be forgotten. I don't know. If I was a company, I would want to make as much money as I possibly could off of every product that I've ever made. And the great thing about video games is that they can kind of exist as they are and be loved forever. Like, I have played many games that are older than I am, and I still love them just as much as I would if I had played it, you know, when it actually had come out or whatever. What I'm trying to say is, there is no lack of love or passion for these old art pieces, even if, you know, it's been years since they've come out. It would be great to be able to participate, I guess, as a fan again, but these companies don't really know how to make it happen.
Flying's always a laugh. Let's go onto the pitch.
Welcome to second year flying. Although you all apparently learned to fly last year, the apparently is directed at you, Mr. Longbottom. A refresher course is in order. Mr. Potter, would you please come over here so we can run through the basics? Please, would you fly up slowly?
Everyone is way too harsh on Neville. Like, you know that his parents are like...
Mr. Potter, I cannot believe that you of all people would have forgotten how to control a broom. Let's try it again, shall we?
I was hitting the button.
Please, would you fly up slowly?
Fly up slowly.
A good start.
Okay.
Now return to hover above the ground again.
Didn't know that you want to be so specific.
Good. At least you have broom control, however basic. Let's try something a little more difficult. I assume you can see the magical rings. Kindly fly through them all for me.
Am I meant to be going as slow as I am? I guess so.
Well done, Potter. I think you're ready to take this year's flying exam. You have approximately 2.5 minutes to fly through as many rings as you can. Your course through the rings will get progressively more difficult, and only the most expert flyers ever manage to complete it.
But yes, just to add a little bit more to what I was saying earlier, I just feel like a lot of companies have the opportunities to, and when I say companies, I specifically mean studios that own the rights to a lot of really good intellectual properties. But a lot of these companies that have these rights, in my opinion, seem to reject the past and seem to, well, I don't know. I guess there are different ways, because some people would say, I suppose, that them doing remakes and remasters is them not doing that, and especially in the film industry, remakes are pretty contentious. But I would say that when it comes to video games in particular, not allowing those games to be experienced or purchased and consumed by people, I think is a crime. I think it's a crime against everyone who had worked on it and everyone who poured in hours of passion into the project so that people can experience it forever. And luckily, through the use of the internet and emulation and things like that, technically it can be experienced forever, but why doesn't Warner Brothers realize that they could make money again simply by just allowing people to buy it? Rant over.
Congratulations, Mr. Potter. A truly outstanding performance. You really are one of the most talented flyers I have ever seen, and you deserve the highest grade, a distinction.
Thank you.
That was exhausting, Harry. I'm off to bed. See you later.
Hi, Ron. Okay. This is a nice little view here. I love the Black Lake. I also hope that the TV show includes the squid. They kind of have to. They really did such a good job with designing Hogwarts, even all the way back to this game. It's just beautiful, and I would say even the PlayStation 1 Hogwarts is equally beautiful in kind of different ways, though. But excuse me, I think that I don't know, it's just very impressive how Harry Potter in particular has been able to be captured so well across across different mediums. Sorry, my cat is causing trouble here. Okay. Just kind of walking around. I wonder if they still have that area behind Hagrid's house. They probably do, actually. Oh, it's marked as the Forbidden Forest. I guess that makes sense. Alright, I guess I'll end the day. I'll continue the story.
The house point totals are being calculated.
It is so weird seeing
Slytherin.
Hufflepuff as purple.
Ravenclaw. Hufflepuff. Gryffindor.
Okay. We could be doing better. We could be doing worse. in theory, I do love the system of ending the day and then waking up in the, back in the common room. I think I would almost prefer it, though, if it, like, made me actually go to the bed and then end the day. Like, I don't know. Even though it's, like, technically more tedious to do that, I feel like the immersion would be kind of nice to be able to, like, go to your bed. I don't know.
Harry, just the person I've been looking for. Something dreadful has happened to Neville. He's got himself trapped behind a tapestry.
And I suppose you want me to get him out?
Would you? That's so kind of you, Harry. He's out here.
Neville? How did you end up back there?
He was looking for Trevor, his toad, and he went the wrong way. Now he's stuck.
Well, can't you get him out, Hermione?
No, I've tried everything. We need a severing charm.
And where am I going to find one of those at this time of night?
Herbology Greenhouse 3 in the grounds. Except, to get in, you're going to have to find out how to pull up hawk lumps. If you go to the library, there's an excellent book by Professor Lockhart. That'll tell you how to do it.
Okay, so I've got to go into the library on the second floor and get a copy of Lockhart's book, and then go out into the grounds and find my way into the Herbology Greenhouse to get the severing charm.
That sounds very tedious. But I must. Oh god, okay. Okay. Here we go. Hopefully this is nothing like the Sorcerer's Stone version, because that one was very tedious. This still gets my nerves going, like, more than any other game. I'm scared right now. Oh god.
Hey! Hey, you!
Alright, we got some ghosts again.
A copy of Marauding with Monsters by Gilderoy Lockhart.
I'm not reading all that. I considered it, but I'm not going to. So, now that we have that, I assume that we can just go to the Herbology Greenhouse. Oh god.
You!
Run! I should check. Okay. Yes.
There's someone around here.
Hey,
No!
hey,
You know the rules. You shouldn't be out at night. 5 points from Gryffindor.
Ooh. It's such an open area.
There's someone around here.
Oh god.
hey.
I think next time I'm just gonna book it. That might not work, but I honestly don't know how I'm gonna be able to sneak through that one. I'm gonna lose all my house points. I don't know why Hermione wants me to do this. That's very unlike Hermione to, like, encourage Harry to break the rules.
There's someone around here.
Hey,
You know the rules. You shouldn't be out at night. 5 points from Gryffindor.
Okay. This is gonna be tough. My question, though, is, like, is this, like, bugged or something? Like... Or am I just not doing this right? That's my hope is that...
Hey!
Oh, God. I hope that there is a legitimate way to do this and I'm just not doing this right. Otherwise, if this is bugged, that's going to be tough. We'll see. Either way, it seems like it's going to be tough. I'm worried, though. This is scary. This is, like, getting me more on edge than, like, any horror game. This is scarier than Outlast. I'll say it. Okay. Go down. And run. Okay, good. I'm always nervous that I'm gonna get stuck on a section for hours like that one time in the PlayStation 2 Sorcerer's Stone. There's still more of them.
Hey! You!
Oh god, okay.
Did anyone see him?
I'm like Kronk. in a Birth New Groove. What's that noise? I didn't expect it to be terrifying in here as well. I need to check the book. I need to read it. Okay, you cast Flipendo to attract good spikes and then pull it out of the ground. Okay, so I have to, like, approach it. Okay. Well, this is kind of a pleasant... I mean, it's still a little terrifying, but, like... I like the music in here. I like the bubbling and the fungi. Ah! I don't like that. Jeez.
Nintendo! Ow!
Everything in this room is trying to kill me.
Nintendo!
Oh, God. God, I'm stuck. Ah. I'm dying in here. Oh, God. I've lost control. I hear mandrakes. I don't know if that's a good sign.
The Defender Spellbook.
Okay. Well, I'm almost dead. Okay, so can you... My question is... Can you use Defendo at all on this? Because I feel like in the original, or not in the original, but in the Sorcerer's Stone, you could use Defendo on Horklumps, but maybe I'm wrong. Well, actually, what am I doing right now? I don't even know. I'm trying to cut this up. Okay. That's not really working, and the camera is not really helping me. Man, the camera is not... Yeah. Okay. Oh, nice. At least it didn't, like, start me too far or anything like that. Ah! Okay.
Oh, locked.
How do I get out of here? Dang it. Oh, I can crawl through this hole. That's right. That's right. It's gonna be a pain to get back into the common room. Those prefects are everywhere. Just keep running. Oh god.
Hey, you!
No! It's not me. And he's not giving up. Okay, I'm kind of in a corner here. Can I juke him? Okay. Ah! Oh, God.
That's 5 points from Gryffindor, Mr. Potter.
Okay, can you escort me back to the common room? No?
There's someone around here. Hey!
Yeah.
Hey! You know the rules. You shouldn't be out at night. 5 points from Gryffindor.
I'm just trying to help my friend out. Technically, you guys should be doing
There's
this.
someone around here.
Oh, God.
Hey!
I don't even know. I mean, it's a similar situation to the
back
first
to your
time. I guess I just
dormitory.
have to, like... I have to find the perfect time.
Hey! You!
No.
Get back to your dormitory!
Take me there. Please.
What was that? Hey! You!
Nope.
Hey, you! Hey! Hey! Hey, you!
This feels just like the
Back to
first
your
game.
dormitory! You!
Hey!
Get back to your dormitory!
There's someone around here.
What?
Hey!
I didn't even do anything that time.
Get back to your dormitory. Hey, you!
Run. Thank God. At least they're not on these staircases. That'd be murder.
Oh no!
Oh my
Mr. Potter,
God.
what on earth is... Oh, what's happened here?
I don't know. I found him like this.
Follow me, Potter.
Professor, I swear I didn't.
That is not how it goes down in the books.
Harry was taken to Professor Dumbledore's office, where he came across the Sorting Hat.
You've been wondering whether I put you in the right house. Yes, well, you were particularly difficult to place. But I stand by what I said before. You would have done well in Slytherin.
And he also discovered Fawkes, Professor Dumbledore's pet phoenix.
Fascinating creatures, phoenixes. They can carry immensely heavy loads. Their tears have healing powers, and they make highly faithful pets.
And of course, Professor Dumbledore himself.
I know you're not the attacker, Harry, but I must ask you whether there is anything you'd like to tell me.
Come. Come to me. Let me rip you. Let me tear you.
Anything at all?
No, there isn't anything, Professor.
Very well, if you're sure. Good night, Harry.
Night, Professor.
Yeah, interesting that they put that whole scene and sequence here in the plot. Clearly they're telling an abridged version, but I don't know, I feel like they didn't really need to change the location of those plot points necessarily. I'm really excited to also make my way through the rest of these games. And I plan to also do the Lego Harry Potter games as well as the Harry Potter Connect. And the Connect will definitely be interesting. It's gonna have a lot of embarrassing photos of me because that's just how the Connect works, I guess. They decide to show a bunch of pictures of you in the middle of playing the game, so you guys will get to see what I look like.
Hey, you!
Locomotor Mortis!
Wattlebird.
Where did he go?
Nice one, Harry. Can you get Neville free now?
Yeah, but like a lot of crazy stuff just happened. Like a whole lot of plot just happened.
Phew. Thanks, Harry. I thought I was never going to get out of there.
Nice one, Harry. Well, all this excitement has worn me out. I think I'll head off to bed.
But Hermione, nearly Headless Nick has been attacked, and I'll tell you in the morning.
Wow, Hermione does not care. All right, let's end the day.
I don't believe you had anything to do with what happened to Nearly Headless Nick. But then again, I was stuck behind that tapestry all the time.
You ungrateful little bastard.
Hello, Hermione. Do you know what lesson we've got first thing?
It's defense against the dark arts, Harry, with Gilderoy and Lockhart. I can't wait.
Me neither.
I'll meet you on the 3rd floor outside the defense against the dark arts class.
I wish we could all go together and like hang out. Seems like we never get to do that nowadays.
Can everyone see me? Can you all hear me? Excellent. This term I shall be teaching dueling. Let me introduce you to my assistant, Professor Snape. Now, Harry Potter, if you'd like to come forward, the Expelliarmus spell challenge is through here. What you have to do is to find the Expelliarmus spellbook somewhere beyond the portrait. Once you have the spellbook in your possession, the Expelliarmus spell will be yours to use as you see fit.
Yeah, I'm still not a fan of the dungeon kind of approach to these classes. Retrieving a spell book from a complicated dungeon. I do prefer honestly like the tactics of Hogwarts Legacy as well as a bit of like the PlayStation 1 Harry Potter games as well. Mostly just I want the classes to feel like classes, and I don't want to feel like every single class is going to be its own death tour. Okay. Oh no! See what I mean? These teachers are trying to kill me. Like, I don't know about you, but like, what am I, well, okay, hold on. I'm gonna finish this fight first. Okay. Basically, when you think about Hogwarts and when you think about Harry Potter, you know, it's interesting because typically with boarding schools and the concept of going to a boarding school, it's not always the most whimsical and magical experience. And in some ways, like, the most boarding schools in art are depicted more like Matilda or, you know, I guess, was Matilda a boarding school? I don't remember. Anyway, kind of, you know, there's various ways that they've been depicted, but mostly traumatizing is what I would use to describe it. Where Harry Potter was able to introduce the audience to a school that was actually one that you would want to attend to. I mean, like, I don't really fantasize about going to any other school besides Hogwarts.
Can't get in there.
Okay, I can't leave. But this Hogwarts, you know, if this was a part of Hogwarts, if this was in the books of, like, yeah, every class Harry has to go through a trial where he gets brutally injured and attacked for every single spell, I wouldn't want to go there. I wouldn't want to go to this school. Sacrifice. Kalima. What do I do now? Am I supposed to cut that rope? Ah.
Flipendo! Flipendo!
Do they just keep coming? Okay, I gotta carry you all the way down here, and I gotta throw you in a cage, and... I assume someone's gonna let you out. Oh, okay. Oh.
Can't get in that way.
This game is so disorienting. God. I think I was safer at the Dursleys. Oh, God. Whoa. Okay. Would Gilderoy Lockhart be responsible if Harry was to, or any student was to die during his class? on fire! My head is on fire. Okay.
Got it! The Expelliarmus spellbook!
That's right, they made Expelliarmus basically Protego.
Expelliarmus! I need to use Expelliarmus.
I've played Clear Obscure. I'm not very good at it though. Oh god. Does it want me to block those? I guess not. Damn. I'm getting the hang of it now.
Expelliarmus!
Well done, Potter. 40 house points for Gryffindor.
got
Now
your
I'd like you
book.
to use the Expelliarmus spell you've just acquired in a real duel.
Mr. Malfoy, come over here. Let's see what you can make of the famous Potter. First duelist to gain 5 points wins the duel. Cross the line and you lose a point.
Very well then. One's at the ready. When I count to 3.
Scared, Potter? You wish.
1, 2, 3.
Ah! Oh, it's making me do it again.
Expelliarmus! 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 Rependo! Expelliarmus! 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 Ah! Expelliarmus! 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 Ah! Expelliarmus!
There we go.
Expelliarmus! 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 Expelliarmus!
Man, okay.
Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus!
Somehow I keep doing worse every time.
Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus!
Dang.
Expelliarmus! 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 Expelliarmus!
Dang.
Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus!
This is way more difficult than I imagined that this would be. I don't know why I'm failing at this so many times. Also kind of sucky that, like, there's no guarantee that it's gonna hit him or land in a place near him, even with the lock-on. Man, what is this, my 5th retry now? Yeah, there's just no guarantee that it's actually going to bounce back at him, or if it's going to bounce away from him. I have to say, the PlayStation 1 version of dueling is way better. This is just glorified tennis. And this isn't even fun. The PlayStation 1 actually allowed you to use different spells. This is incredibly basic and limited, and I don't know, these PlayStation 2 games really have a lot of things like this, where it's just like, this is such a downgrade. Dang. Okay. It sucks, like, I can't even, like, I hit him with that spell, but that doesn't count. Oh man, I've literally been playing this for like, it feels like half an hour now. I wish that counted towards my points. It counts for him. Oh man. So like what's the strategy? Because clearly it just turns into hitting it back and forth over and over. I mean, I don't know. I'm really getting sick of this. Oh, okay. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to beat this. This legitimately could take hours. It wouldn't be the first time that this has happened to me in one of these PlayStation 2 Harry Potter games. These games kind of suck. Not to be too harsh, but replaying them, these games have flaws that literally none of the other versions have. And it's stuff like this. I'm glad to hear that you love this game. I definitely, you know, I love this game in theory. If you know any strategies and how to win this, I've literally been at this for a good 45 minutes now. at this point, I'm not entirely sure, like... I mean, there's some obvious ones that I missed the spell or the area of effect. Like that one, I can understand that one getting me. But there's times where it's like, I literally don't know what I'm doing wrong. Yeah, it certainly can be frustrating. And I don't know, it's just like, it's frustrating because I know that this game was designed for children. Thank God. So if I kind of stay in this range, it's a little bit easier, potentially. Ah, okay. Okay, that one was kind of my bad. I appreciate the advice. I think that is probably the best strategy. This definitely just requires patience. Oh man, it starts right away too, and I'm never prepared. Okay, good. Yeah, the loading screens, especially in this era of video games, were horrible. There were so many times where I would literally essentially be praying. Dang it. I'd either be praying for the loading screen to to go faster, or I would be doing that thing of like pretending to be mad at the game and being like, fine, I don't care. And then sometimes that seemed to work.
Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus!
Ah!
Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus!
Okay.
Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus!
To some extent, standing in one spot seems to also help.
Expelliarmus!
Ah.
Expelliarmus! 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 Expelliarmus!
It just goes on forever.
Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus!
Wow.
Expelliarmus!
Honestly, when I do hit him, it feels totally like out of luck. I don't think that I'm really, especially when it comes to like, you know, getting a hit on him, I don't know if there's any strategy that I can find.
Expelliarmus!
What is this, 15 times the charm?
Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Ow! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Ow!
I need to know if this was like as hard for other people, or if I'm just the only one struggling with this section, because to me this is like so difficult. I mean, this is on the level of the final boss battle of the Sorcerer's Stone game. Okay, so
Flipendo!
if I hit him with a charged Flipendo, then it will count.
Flipendo!
Let's see if I can.
Expelliarmus! Flipendo! Expelliarmus! Flipendo! Expelliarmus!
Okay. I kind of got him though. I mean, that did prove your point
Expelliarmus!
correctly.
Flipendo! Expelliarmus! Flipendo!
Okay, okay. Yep. Okay, well, I wasn't prepared for that one. But your advice is working, so I appreciate it a lot, and I'm gonna use that as the main strategy. I think basically what I'm supposed to be doing is, yeah, I'm supposed to be volleying the spell back and then also casting Flipendo, essentially like in between the volley. Oh, well, that did work. I just need to be a bit more careful. Okay, yeah, that is... I mean, that seems to be probably the intended strategy as well. I just... Well... I'm not the smartest person. Okay, let's finish this. Thank you very much. I probably would have been stuck on that for forever.
You're a parcel mouth, Harry. Why didn't you tell us?
I'm a what? A parcel mouth? You can talk to snakes. So, does it matter?
It matters, Harry, because being able to talk to snakes was what Salazar Slytherin was famous for. That's why the symbol of Slytherin House is a serpent.
Now the whole school's going to think you're his great-great-great-great-grandson or something. But I'm not.
You'll find that hard to prove. He lived about 1,000 years ago. For all we know, you could be.
Anyway, we've got Quidditch practice next at the Quidditch Stadium.
Yes.
I'll meet you in the entrance hall, Harry.
Finally. I do love this game. I complain a lot, but I do love it. I will say, I wouldn't be so frustrated if I wasn't under the pressure of streaming and like feeling like I gotta be kind of more or less moving the story and the game along, and like when I get stuck in a section, I'm like, when is this gonna end?
And of course, Salazar Slytherin was a parcel mouth.
I'd watch your back if I were you, Potter.
Just gotta catch my breath. Ow.
I wouldn't let it slip to Potter that you were born non-magical.
Let's go outside.
Or you might end up like the Gryffindor house ghost.
I'm out of here. I really like this music. Every piece of the soundtrack, but this one is very pleasant. Yeah, the music is what it's all about. And, you know, it's no coincidence that this music is so iconic and legendary, and it shares the same composer as the Elder Scrolls games, at least Oblivion and Skyrim. I'm
looking
possibly
forward to
Morrowind
this.
as well.
Aren't you? Let's go in.
He is possibly a sex offender, though, so it's good to separate the art from the artist.
Potter. Ready to continue our winning streak from last year. I'm certain we're good enough, but we're definitely going to have to practice a lot harder. No time like the present, so let's have a run through of the basics. When you fly through a ring, it adds to your broom's magical charge and increases its speed. Likewise, missing a ring decreases the charge.
Yeah, I kind of looked into the case a little bit. Allegedly, Jeremy Soule,
Your broom's halfway charged. Keep it up.
which is the name of the composer, allegedly he had assaulted and
Your broom's now fully
I think it
charged
was
and you can boost. You can tell when you're ready to boost by the
physical
trail
and
of sparks
verbal
coming from
sexual
your
assault against some of the female members of his orchestra, essentially. I haven't looked into it too much beyond that point, but I did see that there were at least allegations against him, / he's been kind of, in my knowledge, kind of not really being hired right now by other companies, because he's kind of seen as a danger, which is understandable. But I mean, so many artists, and not just artists, but so many artists are creeps. And especially when you put people like that in positions of power.
Nasty pieces of work, as you'll remember from last year. You don't want to get hit by a bludger if you can avoid it. You're close enough to the snitch now, but you always have to boost to get into a position to catch it.
Ah. I know that, like, orchestral and band work does kind of have a sort of hierarchy built into it with a conductor, but
now grab the snitch.
Definitely,
Looks like you've improved on last year, Potter. With this lineup, Gryffindor are dead cert for the Quidditch Cup again. That'll really get up Snape's nose. As Hufflepuff are in training as well, they've agreed to take part in a practice game with us. You'll have to compete against their Seeker now, but I'm sure that'll be no problem for you, Potter.
But yeah, a lot of these cases happen from people who are abusing their power, abusing the hierarchy that the system that they benefit from that placed them higher than other people. So that's why I think as a society and as a species, oh god. I think, oh god, we need to move past hierarchy. I think we need to start understanding that nothing really separates us from each other. Not even experience. Many of us have many different things that equal us all out on the playing field.
Incredible flying, Potter. Even Madam Hooch would have to give you a good grade.
Hey, distinction.
Don't let Professor McGonagall find out, but here, take this broom and get in as much practice as you can.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be flying all around. But yeah, not to get too preachy on this channel, but at the same time, I mean, that's kind of the point of using my voice in the first place. But yeah,
Yeah!
with all that said, I think that it's perfectly okay to still love this music and to have nostalgia for it and to appreciate it and say that it's beautiful.
Hello there, Hermione.
Even
What's the matter?
Harry Potter itself, you know?
Malfoy showed up while you were practicing in the Quidditch Stadium. He's been made Seeker after his dad brought his way onto the team with a whole set of Nimbus 2001s. Hermione said something about it and he called her a filthy mudblood. A what? A mudblood? It's a really disgusting name for someone who was born of non-magical parents. There are some wizards, like Malfoy's family, who think they're better than everyone else. Anyway, it's a horrible thing to say. If it hadn't been for Hagrid showing up, I'd have cursed him.
He's not worth the trouble, Ron.
I suppose you're right.
Anyway, I'm tired and I'm off to bed. Let's go.
So they're not doing the slugs? Okay. Interesting choice. But yeah, I was just gonna say, you know, Harry Potter itself as an intellectual property or whatever, you know, like I love Harry Potter. I mean, it's obvious because I'm playing a very old Harry Potter video game right now, but like I have so much love for the characters and the story, and I feel like everything about it is just, I mean, I don't know, I just, it has such a special place in my heart, and I feel like I connect to so much of it. But at the same time, I can acknowledge that, like, I do not agree with J.K. Rowling's views on human rights. It's as simple as that. And if I would, you know, very openly tell her that, but I can also acknowledge that, like, when I think about the magic of Harry Potter and the things that I love about Harry Potter, I'm not thinking about J.K. Rowling. I'm thinking about everything in this world and everything that actually, you know, is in this idea of Harry Potter. And, you know, J.K. Rowling just happens to be the person who came up with the idea. But there's so many artists that are problematic, and so many people that are, you know, they have ultimately negative views about others. Like that is kind of one of the biggest issues. Either they commit harm against others or they wish harm against others. But you know, I think us as the consumer and as the audience, I think it's okay for us to be able to appreciate something for what it is, you know, to be like, well, I don't agree with that stuff, but I still find the whimsy in this. I still find the magic in this, and that magic is mine. Even though it was written by somebody else, it's like, my connection to Harry Potter is different than everyone else's because it is just inherently just my own. That's how all connections to art are, I guess. Yeah, definitely, you know, there's a lot of people online specifically that call for more or less abandoning the idea of separation from the art and the artist and being like, well, you know, if someone is connected to a piece of art, then inherently their connection is tainted or whatever. But I think that art is not so simple, and you know, this was one person's idea at first, but once it was published and once it was released into the world, it kind of became the consumers. And not to say that the consumers or the audience have any like ownership over it, but they do have ownership over how they feel about it.
Wattlebird.
But yeah, I think that Harry Potter can exist beyond the creator. And I'm gonna say this. I know that this is like a wild dream to just throw out there. So I dream of being a filmmaker. I'm a writer, and I want to be able to make films and video games and books and all these things. I have a lot of plans and a lot of ideas already in the works. But I've talked about this, like, oh, there's probably gonna be a cutscene. Hold on. One moment.
The house point totals are being calculated. Slytherin. Ravenclaw. Hufflepuff. Gryffindor. Slytherin is in the lead.
No. Anyway, what I was gonna say, this is like just a fantasy or whatever that I have, but with my dreams of making all of this art and writing, I hope to build myself up to potentially one day, and this might be impossible, but to be able to like convince J.K. Rowling to slash like Warner Brothers, I guess, to let me basically run Harry Potter, kind of in a producer level, but I would also love to be able to like write and direct certain stories. I have a lot of ideas
I think it might be a good idea to go
of what
to
I
the
would do.
library and find a copy of Hogwarts: A History.
Why do you want it?
So we can find out about the legend of the Chamber of Secrets, of course.
Of course. I suppose you want me to sneak out to the library again.
Could you? Oh, thanks, Harry. The only thing is, you'll need to get into the restricted section this time. Go down to the second floor and into the library reading room. Sneak through there and you'll see a door with the golden arch. Go through this door and into the reading room annex. At the end of the annex, there's a portrait that will let you into the restricted section. The password is bibliophile.
Right. Second floor, reading room, through door with golden arch, and into annex. Through portrait. Got it.
Thanks, Harry. And watch out for the prefects.
Oh man, this is gonna be a pain. Honestly, I might like not progress from here, and I might just kind of talk for a bit and then end the stream in a little bit. But I do want to answer your question and kind of talk about it. Of course, I don't want to reveal too much in case this was ever to happen. But, I mean, there's kind of the obvious answer, but I do think that the story of the Marauders, basically, you know, James, Lily, Sirius, Lupin, Peter, and also Severus, I think that their story should be told, specifically because the more that I've researched into their history, and also like I've been kind of rereading the series and again, and it's very interesting how their story lines up exactly with the rise of power with Voldemort for the first time. I think there's a lot of potential to show the fact that literally the year before they all started school, which was 1971, in the year 1970, that was when Voldemort basically first like announced himself and the Death Eaters by using the Dark Mark and you know, staging attacks and stuff like that. But at that time, it was still very much unknown of who this person was, what this all means, and I think that is a perfect time to start that story because it literally lines up with 1971 when all of this stuff is really beginning for the first time and the whispers are spreading. And I think that there is actually potential to, I mean, you would have to, in this scenario, you would have to write a lot of original material, but I think there's potential to make another series of potentially 7 stories with them, going through their, and potentially even 8, because you could go through Hogwarts again, and then you could go into the first war against Voldemort. Sorry, my cat is rubbing her head on the microphone right now. But there's a lot of potential to show all of the first generation characters experiencing almost identical things to the second generation characters, but also with the tension of it being the first time that it's all happening, because with Harry it's all in the context of this has all happened before, you're very special because you mark kind of the end of that era and you're the only person to survive the Killing Curse. But during James and Lily's era, there is no chosen one. There is no kind of hope or whatever that is created with Voldemort being disappeared. It's all starting. And also, quite frankly, I feel like it lines up pretty well with the things that are happening in the world today, with the rise of fascism in not only America but other governments as well. It feels very similar to what is described for these characters in terms of their experience of seeing the rise of Voldemort and these ideals being spread around and people being more confident with the idea of eradicating Muggles. I don't know. I just think it's all fascinating. And then that's just one series. You could easily do a film / a series of films about Dumbledore. I mean, I want to see that specifically with his story with Grindelwald. And I was not satisfied with how that was covered in Fantastic Beasts. I would probably just more or less disregard how that was done. I also think that there's potential to do, speaking of Fantastic Beasts, kind of a redo of that. You don't necessarily have to like cancel out those films, or you don't necessarily have to say like those films didn't happen. But we never got the film that I truly wished for, which was just simply Newt going around and studying these animals and literally traveling the magical world, almost like wizard Pokemon. But then you could have Newt fighting some poachers and saving these animals, and he gets his briefcase or whatever. That sounds like the true Fantastic Beasts film, instead of the films that they were doing, which was kind of like the Grindelwald story. Anyway. I've got more ideas, but I don't wanna keep ranting. But I really appreciate your interest, truly. I appreciate you hanging out and just talking with me, because I don't normally get to talk about these ideas with anybody. So it does mean a lot. But yeah, I'm just gonna kind of give a little look around this room before I go. I do appreciate the details that they put into making this game and stuff. It really is beautiful. And I love to just stop and look around. Let's see, I'm reading your comment here. The impending doom of the inevitable first rise of Voldemort would work perfectly if portrayed in a modest prequel. Yeah, I definitely think that a show would also work in pretty much any of the contexts, any of the stories. I do love how films typically have a beginning, middle, and end kind of, sometimes when when you watch a good movie and it just feels like everything is wrapped so beautifully in a perfect bow. all the plot threads are connected and stuff. I like, typically when I come up with ideas, I will kind of pitch it as a film first, and then if I have a lot of written material or a lot of ideas for it, then I will start to develop it into a show. But yes, I would love to be able to do that. This is also a little bit of a personal story, and I'll just say, like, again, I don't have the utmost admiration for J.K. Rowling at this point in time. But as a child, I did write a letter to her and basically talked about wanting to become a writer and wanting to pitch a Harry Potter sequel to her. And of course, like, she had written back and obviously said, like, that can't happen. But she, in the letter, and this was probably written by like her publicist or whatever, but still, it affected me. It said, obviously kind of the basic stuff, but like, continue writing and just believe in yourself, kind of that type of thing. And I feel like that has always, like, allowed me to feel strength, I guess, within my choice to do this and to be a writer. And I suppose it would be nice to I guess have that all come full circle if I was able to fulfill the dream of kind of taking over Harry Potter. But of course, that is like a 1 in a billion chance, so I'm not counting on it. Yeah, I do like limited series. Typically, like a kind of a limited show or whatever. I just like things that have the at least intention of not leaving too many plot threads like loose, because I mean, I don't want to like spoil anything, but for example, there is a show recently uh called The Chair Company. I'm a big Tim Robinson fan, the comedian, and he stars in it. Um, and I ended up kind of being a little bit disappointed by the show, and specifically just feeling like unsatisfied because, in my opinion, there were a lot of plot threads that felt unfinished or didn't feel like they went anywhere. And that's kind of the point of the show. So that's kind of a bad example. But I do like things that feel like they have a definitive beginning, middle, and end, where I don't have to be like, oh, I have to wait for the next season to figure out what's really happening here. Not a fan of that. But yes, I appreciate talking with you here. I should probably get something to eat and kind of get on with my night, but this has been really fun, and I will be kind of streaming the rest of these games and the rest of the series or whatever. So I invite you to continue hanging out if you liked, or if you would like to. Anyway, I will see you again soon. And again, I just appreciate you hanging out. Bye-bye.